What happens when a husband and a wife debate money, from saving versus spending to stocks versus shopping? We're putting our relationship on the line. One random financial question at a time. I'm Adam, the basement economist.
And I'm Leslie, the better half.
The rules are simple. Pull out a random question from the bowl and debate.
Is it smarter to give kids an allowance or teach them to earn every dollar? I think that you should do a little bit of both. Definitely, they should have the opportunity to earn an allowance. Maybe have like a base. I don't know what allowances are these days, but give them a base to start with, and then they can earn more.
Well, we didn't give our kids allowance. We paid them for doing chores. Like we paid them to mow the lawn. They did certain chores, like clean the kitchen, because you get free food and free clothing. But we never did give the kids really an allowance.
No, not really, but we
had chores that got paid. Right.
They got what they needed, and if they needed something, we were right there with money. So we made sure that they have a little bit of spending cash. But I think it's important to teach your kids how to use the money, whether that be budgeting for, I don't know, a video game or the pair of shoes that they want or whatever it is, so that they can learn how to save. And
How old were our kids when we started paying them money? Like 12? 10 or 11?
Gosh, I don't remember. Probably
around there.
Probably around there. Mowing, that was the big money maker.
Yeah, big one. Okay, and they still do it, but now they do it for free because they have a job.
They have jobs.
And they're in their 20s.
Yes.
Okay. My question.
You have two.
Let's put one back. All right. Are credit cards tools for financial freedom or traps designed to keep people poor? Ooh, that's a really good one. I'm really anti-credit card. But I've talked to someone in Canada who said you need a credit card to travel and to buy airplane tickets. So I don't know what I feel about that. I do think they are financial traps because you end up spending more money when you have a credit card, so they say.
I think that, okay, my parents are a prime example. They have a credit card. They pay it off every month. They also have a very strict budget. I don't think that most people can do that.
No, I don't think so.
I know that I cannot do that. I know that you cannot
We've
do
tried
that.
it. Yeah.
So I think it comes down to how well you know yourself. If you're a person who's disciplined and can stick to a budget and pay off that credit card and get those points that you want, great. Do that. I think that the majority...
See, I think you spend more money when you do that, though.
I think my parents are a prime example. They don't do that.
But how do you know they don't spend more money because they have the card?
Have you met my parents?
Of course I've met your parents.
Okay, then. You know that they mind their budget. They are very good. They're very careful.
And
I think most people have a harder time with that. And that's why I would say that's probably not a good idea for the general public. But if you're one of those that can do it, then more power to you.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Is paying rent just throwing money away, or is buying a house a bigger trap? Paying rent is not throwing your money away because you need a place to stay regardless of whether you're paying a mortgage or paying rent. Usually rent is more expensive, and if you can get into a home, great. There's hidden costs, though. A lot of times when you are paying rent, you don't have to fix the things. You don't have, maybe some of your utilities are included in that. You also don't have to shovel if snow in the winter, or mow a lawn, or maintain.
Well, sometimes you do, depending on if you get the house or not.
That's true. If you're renting a house, I guess.
If you're renting a house, you do, but not an apartment.
But the level of maintenance is really different. So it's just kind of where you are in life. If you don't have the ability to have or maintain a long-term mortgage, that might not be the best option for you. Or if you're still trying to get yourself settled into a job or whatever that is, if you're still working on your down payment, it's still... I don't think renting is throwing your money away.
I think one thing we learned was in the military, we would buy a house instead of renting and be there for 3 years and then rent the house out and go buy another house, which was, I think, a really bad financial decision.
We thought we were smart.
But we thought we were super smart at the time. But we lost money on one of the houses and just maintaining it a thing. So I think what's really smart idea is if you're going to move somewhere, rent a house first to see if you like the area and see where you want to live, and then buy a house down the road.
I think being slow and being thoughtful and being patient is a better strategy, which we did none of those things when we were in the service. Also, you move every few years, so if you are in the service, that might not be a good idea. And being a long distance landlord is
Sucks.
really tough. I would not recommend that.
Yeah,
I didn't enjoy being a landlord in general, but being a long distance landlord was.
It's too stressful.
Yeah.
So, okay. Should people prioritize paying off debt before saving for retirement?
Beep, beep, beep.
I know we have difference of views on this one.
Beep, beep, beep. Okay.
Oh, people prioritizing pay. Yeah. Well, hold on.
Sorry, it's not my turn.
Yeah, well, I think people should prioritize paying off your debt first, as opposed to savings. Because, again, you're paying, they always say, well, I can make more money off the excess interest than I do, my debt. But I still think you pay more in debt and interest. I just do.
So you say, hold on, I did not follow you. Are you saying pay off?
Yeah, okay, let's start over.
Debt?
Let's start over. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you like that? All right, well, let's keep it. No, it's as natural. This is raw. I think people should pay their debt off first.
Okay.
I know you don't agree with that completely.
I don't completely agree with that. But there's one of the things about me is I work in healthcare, and I see specifically with elderly people. So I see how much they're paying to healthcare and what those costs look like. So I have a lot of anxiety towards that. So for me, it's.
So do you do a balance of it then? Would you rather do a balance? Because I know, like for us, we paid off debt, but at the same time we put some away for savings because that's what made us feel comfortable.
Because that's where we were comfortable. That's where we agreed we were comfortable. So I think that's just a conversation that you have with your partner if you have a partner, or, you just. Should you carry debt forever? No, you don't want to retire with debt. Of course not. You want to be able to have the freedom to do whatever you want with your money. But for me, I'm more comfortable.
Sorry, Dave Ramsey. I'm a big Dave Ramsey component.
I'm not against Dave Ramsey.
No. So I guess in that area, we might be Dave Ramsey-ish. So, okay. All right, let's do a couple more.
My turn. Okay.
These are going pretty quick.
Who wastes more money, the partner who buys things they use once or the partner who buys things they never use?
What?
Okay, where are you shopping? I'm just kidding. That's a good question. I think probably the partner who is buying things they never use.
You think they waste more money?
Yeah.
But what if they're buying stuff like silver bars and gold bars and Legos?
I would say Legos might be filed under your use once category.
But I can resell the Legos for money.
I know you say that.
Yeah.
But you got to do it too. You know what? Here's the thing. If you have a hobby, enjoy it, plan for it, budget for it. Does it really matter if you don't use it or you only use it once? If it gives you joy, I don't know. Be thoughtful with where you spend your money. But if you've got the money to spend it on it and you want to collect things, I have things I collect that are sitting in a cupboard, but I can't resist them. So
she has a lot of plants too.
Those are my pets. Stop it.
Pets. She's got like 60
I do have
pets.
a lot of plants. I love my plants. I also rescue the plants. So 99% of times I do right. Well, that's not true.
Yeah, she rescues a lot of plants.
I rescue a lot of plants from the store. But I take care of them.
If you're enjoying this, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you.
I just want to see more of my thing. Plants are not single use. Thank you.
Plants are not single use. That could be the title of our thumbnail. Plants are not single use.
Yes.
That would get some clicks.
Stop hating on my plants.
I don't hate your plants. But you love them more than you love me.
Only when they're growing.
You water them every day.
I don't water them every day.
Well,
that's too much.
You take care of them.
I do take care of them.
Yeah, she does. She's wonderful with them. Oh, here's a similar question. Who's worse with money? The partner who impulse buys on Amazon at midnight or at work, or the one who buys collectibles as an investment? So, this is actually a really good question because My wife likes to buy a lot on Amazon, but only stuff you need.
Yeah.
But you still do, and I do too.
What did I buy last? I bought something to clean all my straws with.
I know.
A straw cleaner. That was useful, and it's not like it was single use.
And I do buy a lot of collectibles as Legos. I buy a lot of Legos, as you can see behind us. I've sold a lot, though,
It's an
too.
investment.
It is an investment. So, okay. Let's do a couple more. This is fun.
Should credit card reward points be considered free money or just a marketing trick? I think I answered this one already.
We did.
If you were like my parents, it's free money.
So does that mean I can get a credit card for Cabela's and use that as get Cabela points so I can buy my gun every year like my buddy does?
Are you like my parents?
I'm getting there.
So the answer is no. The answer is no.
Is it smarter to invest in stocks or real estate long term? I think it's smarter to invest in stocks than real estate. And then once you get your stocks going, like 15% a month, that's what we do, then you can start saving up and buying the house for real estate for long term. One thing we have learned over the years, though, is don't buy a house and then rent it, and then buy a house and then rent it, and then buy a house and then rent it. It gets too stressful, and it's not the smart. And we didn't buy the houses with cash. We bought them on credit,
we had more
which I think was a bad idea.
Well, okay. I think that there are probably people out there who will do really well with real estate. We are not one of those people. We are not those people. So for us, it's better to do money market, IRAs, stocks. I think it's just where you want to put your efforts in terms of learning about real estate, whether it's real estate or whatever retirement plan you want to use, those kinds of things. I think it's just educate yourself on what it is and get people behind you that also know what they're doing, who have real experience and real success, not, some YouTuber out there who might be telling you what to do.
Or TikTok. TikTok does that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more.
Okay.
Okay, last one. Oh, you just did one. No, you didn't. Yeah, you did. No, I don't know you did. Whatever.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
Do most people exaggerate their income or downplay their debt when talking to their friends? I know that I'm pretty honest about it. Also, culturally speaking, people don't really talk about this stuff, but they might say, "Oh, I had to buy a new car, so da 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 da." In fact, I was just talking to somebody at work, and she leases her cars all the time. So, I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of a little bit of a taboo subject in general.
I don't think it should be a taboo, though.
I'm not saying it should or should not be. I'm saying it tends to be, culturally speaking.
Yeah.
That people don't, if they're going to say anything about their income, it's going to be like, yeah, look at this great thing that I bought, or this,
look at my new car,
the thing that I can do. Yeah, it's going to be
look at this new house I just bought,
and a way to show off, not to speak real numbers. So I don't know that that's a good question in terms of people don't talk about it. That's my answer.
Money fights, laughs, and lessons every week. Do you agree with us? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and tell us who you think won this round. See you next time for more him versus her. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell because the debate never stops.
I always win.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And one last thing. Put some comments below who gets the soft chair next week.